welcome to my YouTube channel. Grateful to all of you who have subscribed and listened to my videos. I love you guys. I'm giving mini readings to all of you via your zodiac sign. I am also going to deliver messages I have channeled in via spirit and the universe. I'm trying out this way of reading due to my crazy schedule, as my dream was not to only deliver you monthly readings, but bi-weekly readings also. I hope you find them helpful. Please do not be disappointed that your messages are not long. My mission was to give you what energy stood out for the next 2 weeks. So this will be for September 5th through September 18th, 2016. This is also how I would like to proceed when it comes to bi-weekly readings because of my, again, time schedule. Okay, so here are some of the messages I were to be able to pull in through spirit and the universe. I see changes via choices, an awakening for many of you that have been stuck in the same stagnant situation. I feel there is a portal that opens for you and brings in enlightening events that some may be life-changing and for the good. I am feeling a golden light that will shine upon many of you, and this golden light is a gift from the universe, bringing in higher energy for the purpose of the change you may be feeling. The change, for example, that you may want, your dreams. Okay, I feel that these choices that you do make, though, for many of you, you will choose the direction that vibes the best for you. Okay? I'm seeing job changes, people wanting to be closer to home rather than always traveling or being far away. Regarding work, I see spending more time with their partners or with your partners and families. Working together to help balance finances. I feel finances are big these next 2 weeks. I am seeing quite a few of you changing homes, moving to areas that bring in more enjoyment and leaving old environments behind. I am also getting an increase in interest to have, for example, roommates. Now more so than before because the mind is focused on finances. And so how to save and less stress when it comes to paying bills and rent. I do sense some earth changes. I know before the shift began totally, there were quite a few earthquakes. I do feel that the weather is going to change actually for the better, but I do feel that there are some areas where rain is still going to be very prominent. Perhaps some hurricanes or heavy tropical storms. Some of you, which is not unusual during a shift, some of you, however, may be cleaning up after floods or that are due to heavy rains or swelling rivers. But I'm also getting that some of you are beginning new relationships that will be more fruitful, more beneficial, such as a change in attitude to vibe more toward partners that are healing, that bring healing, and do more to make the relationship a success. I'm getting this feeling of seriousness here. Some of the energies will be a bit hairy for the next 2 weeks. Some of you may feel depressed or anxious, and others, you may be feeling like you're in a hurry, that you got to get moving. There's not enough time to get these things done. Just breathe and relax. These energies will pass. This would be a good time to put to practice some of the spiritual or healing tools you have learned along the way on your journey. Thank you so much, my friends, for listening. Let's move on to your zodiac messages. As you very well know, the readings may not resonate with all of you. Please remember to listen to your rising and moon sign also. If you'd like a personal reading, it is listed below my videos. Much love and blessings, and infinite possibilities. And I just am seeing 4 doves on the top of the roof of the complex I live in. Now, if that is not a divine message, tell me what is. Have a great September 5th through September 18th, 2016. Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your bi-weekly reading for September 5th through September 18th, 2016. Now, I just took these 3 cards off the top of the deck. I have shuffled them. The deck I'm using here is the Connolly deck, and I'm also using the Blue Angel Oracle cards, just pulling one for you for your bi-weekly reading. And it's by Tony Carmine Salerno. Okay, what I'm seeing here is it looks like as if what came to me right away is somebody is either moving away from you or you're moving away from them. I feel that this may have triggered some feelings of abandonment, or it may have triggered some, feelings of just maybe being used. I feel as though that there may have been or there will be an argument that goes on here, maybe a disagreement, a misunderstanding, but either way, I feel like there is a journey here. It's either you or someone you care about that is moving away. And I feel as though this may be a fire sign, or there's the fire element is involved here, because whenever I pull the Strength card, it just automatically links me to the element fire. And I'm feeling like you need a lot of energy here, because a lot of energy is being zapped from you with this event that's going on. I love you, Geminis. You're great people. And I'm just, I don't want to read anything that's negative here, but I have to read how the cards are laying. I'm also getting that maybe you had something planned, perhaps going away somewhere, or maybe it could have been even a job opportunity. But what's happening is there is whatever has been told to you isn't how it's turning out to be. And so I feel like with this card, the Wounded Heart, this has to do with love, but it doesn't necessarily have to do with romance. It can be work or business related, like something what I'm feeling is like something you were counting on falls through for you, and you're trying to do whatever you can to either repair it, fix it, or just let it go. And so that's what the Wounded Heart means, okay? Of course, it can also represent an ending of a relationship, which I'm feeling may come for some of you here, or it could be just an ending to a situation. And because there is some strife here, could be, just, making your heart feel wounded, your heart feel broke. To me, I feel like this is not a broken heart. I feel like this is more anger. I feel it's got a lot to do with just feeling like you've been betrayed. That's what I'm getting here. So, how do you deal with something like this? Do you just let this happen? No, what I'm feeling here is you can brainstorm this, okay, to where I feel that if you or anyone who's listening that is interested in a Gemini, Gemini moon, Gemini rising, that one of you needs to let go of the ego here and just perhaps apologize for, I feel like this was fickleness. Like that perhaps this was a perfect example of how something can go upside down during a Mercury retrograde. And I feel like that if, one of you, if not both of you, apologize, the relationship has an opportunity to repair itself. However, I am getting vision that there are some of you who have been waiting for the divine timing to actually just get up and leave this relationship. Leave this work situation. Okay? I'm feeling leaving drama. And I feel that there is healing after the fact. Okay? It's just during these 2 weeks, there's a lot of vibration that this can possibly happen. And so this is how the cards have fallen. But I do feel with the Strength card that you will regain your energy. You will regain your stance. Okay? Because I feel like you've fallen a little bit here. And so I feel, though, that you pick yourself up. Let's take a look at the love cards. What are the messages for Gemini Spirit and Love? September 5th through September 18th, 2016. Okay, so before I lay these cards, I just kind of want to, because I'm feeling like this is not just having to do with love. This also has to do with somebody who's having a difficult time at work. Maybe you've been left in a position where you feel like you have to manage, the department, or this could be related to business where you wanted to expand on something this month or early this month. And so, it's like pieces just started to crumble here. But I do feel that things are going to get better. Just hang in there and look, try to get yourself out of the problem and observe for the solution. Remember to observe, okay? And that way you'll be able to find your answers. Let's just go ahead and take a look at the love cards. Wow, engagement, flirt. However, I do feel that these 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks here in September, like you could meet someone, and this could be actually turn out to be a good commitment. I feel, though, however, in the beginning of the relationship here, or it's a relationship that's stepping forward on the path, I would let go of the control issues and allow the situation to unfold naturally, because that card has come up here. What's also interesting, too, is perhaps you've been in a relationship, and maybe what happened is, you caught your partner flirting, or your partner's not being totally faithful with you. And so that could also be the possibility of what you were arguing about that caused this distance to happen. I'm feeling, too, that some of you may not actually be talking to this person at all, okay, within these next 2 weeks. It doesn't mean that you won't make up with them in these next 2 weeks, but I really feel like right now, if it hasn't happened, it's a possibility that there could be lack of communication for a bit of time. But all in all, I just feel that you can make it through these 2 weeks. I would focus a little bit more on you and healing, and just let this, let it unfold. Sometimes during a Mercury retrograde, when we try to fix things or try to heal things, first of all, fixing is not always a good thing, because sometimes we don't fix them too hot. So it's better to let it unfold and send it healing, send it healing from your heart, so that it gets warmth and love, and it'll work out better for you that way. So I would just go with the flow. I know this might be difficult for some of you, and however, for some of you other Geminis, this may not resonate whatsoever. But we don't know what's going to happen over the next 2 weeks, so let's keep our fingers crossed that this is just maybe a memory from the past, and it was suddenly triggered, and you're coming up with just maybe anxiety or difficulty dealing with something from the past that something from the present has triggered. Okay, so I am going to leave you with this Gemini. Have a beautiful September and hang in there. I'll check back with you on the 19th. Much love and blessings.